before you see War of the Rohirrim, War of the Horse Girls. Take an animated trip down memory lane that will be ruined if you ever saw the Lemmy-Winks episode of South Park.
The chances, the changes are all yours to make.
Lemmy-Winks journeyed a distance far and fast to find his way out of a
The Hobbit, 1977. Before Peter Jackson spent 9 figures to adapt a kid's book with 8 hours of runtime, Rankin and Bass ripped through The Hobbit for $3 million cash and 78 minutes by making extensive use of time jumps.
So it was weeks before I found a way to free my companions.
Cutting out all that Arkenstone business and turning the Battle of the Five Armies into what? Morse code? Okay, so we know 3 films is overkill, and 1 movie's not enough. Next time, stick with 2. Meet Bilbo Baggins, a hobbit smoking on that Shire pack. He's warm, friendly, and expressive. Just don't tell his face.
Elvish singing is not a thing to miss in June under the stars.
Because while the animation studio would one day turn into, I shit you not, Studio Ghibli, they still drew faces with more wrinkles than a Balrog's nuts.
I am Gandalf.
Now the background paintings though, that's Totoro-worthy right there. If you spark one up in the woods, it won't be long until a mooching wizard wants in on the rotation. Gandalf appears, but this time he's less wise and more evil.
Enough.
Luring Bilbo into a life of crime.
I am looking to hire a burglar.
Throwing constant shade.
Keep a strict log of the remainder of your journey, so I may study it when we meet again and point out your missteps.
And ditching them when things look rough.
Left us again, just when a wizard would have been most useful.
Only to return at the last possible second to save them.
Good old Gandalf!
Who's that old man?
Gandalf!
1 moment.
Most of them.
And Thorin?
Soon there will be only 6.
Ian McKellen will always be Gandalf the Grey, but John Huston is a great Gandalf the Jerkass.
Now, I'm already late because of bothering with you people.
Remember the dwarves? Not all of them, right? There's Thorin, the cranky heir to an underground empire.
The fortune is ours and belongs to dwarves alone.
Who we never expected to smolder until the live-action version raised the ceiling on dwarf hotness. He's joined by a group of companions who are there to get introduced exactly 1 time, then blend seamlessly into the background.
We are all at your service.
Because in an 80-minute cartoon, giving each dwarf even 1 trait besides their number would eat up half the runtime.
There are 13 of you. Very unlucky.
They're on a quest to free their mountain from Smaug, who's more focused on treasure than Lara Croft's tax attorney.
Undoubtedly, all this wealth was what brought the dragon.
But first, they'll have to get past zany Saturday morning cartoon monsters.
We will eat you and leave us scared.
Match wits with a hideous little freak version of Gollum.
If Precious asks and it doesn't answer,
Ugh, who'd you even get to mocap this thing? Andy Serkis's And finally, not only get bailed out by birds, as is Lord of the Rings tradition,
Eagles!
but also reveal that all along, Bilbo can speak with birds and teach them how to speak themselves.
Go now! There is a guardsman, Bard. Tell him.
Bilbo Baggins? He found what?
That's handy. Crazy how it never comes up until the literal ending of the movie. So blast off to a scaled-down, simplified take on Middle-earth
Your hospitality is magnificent.
that, for all its shortcomings, has a really unique animation style, does a greatest hits tour of the classic book,
5 armies now? Mr. Bilbo Baggins, enough is enough.
and is packed with a Tolkien-accurate amount of wordplay and singing.
Smash the bottles, burn the corks. That's what Bilbo Baggins hates. So deliver it carefully with the plates.
You think this is lame? Allow me to tell you the story of Tom Bombadil. Starring Secure the Baggins, the Wizard of Naz. I'm just here to get paid. Grumpy, Happy, Sleepy, Bashful, Sneezy, Dopey, and Doc. Our latest excuse to play that clip of Benedict Cumberbatch again.
And none can stop me.
He's an angry elf.
I prefer my Goblin King with a little more pizzazz.
Mr. Hobbiton.
Dark Kermit. And how the police broke up.
Oh, hurry! We are no match for Sting!
The swiftly ending story.
You mean you do not wish to share a grand adventure?
Remember, if a weird old man shows up out of the blue and asks you if you want to share a grand adventure, you say yes.
Do you find the terms acceptable?
Of course he does.
You see, in this world, there's two kinds of people, my friend. Those who make honest trailers, and those who watch. You watch. In the wild, gummy bears hunt the gummy worms. Here come the grannies.